Hello and welcome to my channel. The trouble with reviewing books about the Second World War is that if you say anything critical, you run the risk of looking like a heartless prick. My name's Alexander and today I'm going to be a heartless prick. The Book Thief was written in 2005 and it's about 500 pages long and it's a war novel. It's the story of Liesl, a German 12-year-old girl who grows up in Germany in the time leading up to the Second World War. There you go, that's pretty much the plot in a nutshell. Look, here's my problem. Of course World War II was terrible, and of course it's something we should never be allowed to forget. But that doesn't mean that any book that describes the horrors of the war should automatically be considered a masterpiece. When reading something like this, you may have a very strong emotional reaction upon reading certain parts. But those feelings come from your knowledge that these things happened only half a century ago. They don't come from the writing of Mark Zusak. A book is a book, and in order to judge its value, we must not get carried away by how we feel about something else. So with that in mind, let's pretend for a moment that The Book Thief is about a fictional war. And immediately one problem becomes apparent. This is too long. See, if this was biographical, at least based on a true story, then it would make sense to provide all the little details. But here the details just become irrelevant and we end up with another needlessly large brick in an already saturated market of World War II books. So having established that the story is a variation on one we've already heard so many times, the question becomes, does The Book Thief bring anything new to the scene? And the answer is, it tries. By looking at the cover, reading the blurb, or even the prologue if you're so inclined, you get the feeling that this book almost isn't about the Second World War. No, this is a fantastical tale told by death itself about a girl who steals books. Sadly, this impression slowly fades the more you read. And in fact, these things that made the book feel so special to start off with end up becoming so rare and sporadic that it ends up feeling like a marketing ploy, like just some way to get you to buy the book in the first place. For instance, the fact that Liesl steals books felt a little bit like an afterthought to me, seeing as it doesn't really alter the plot in any substantial way. And yet, it's the title of the book! My point here is that The Book Thief had the potential to discuss the Second World War in an original manner, like for example by emphasising the power of words in the country that's looking for a leader, but instead it completely gives up on this and falls back on a traditional World War II story. In the end though, The Book Thief does have one thing to commend itself. It discusses the war from the point of view of the Germans, which I thought was nice because let's be honest, we sometimes tend to forget that the Germans were people too. And so for this reason, my final verdict about The Book Thief is this. It's fine. It's not as mind-blowing as people want you to think, but it's a well-written war novel, and if that's the kind of thing that gets you off, then who am I to stop you? Just be warned that it is unnecessarily long. That concludes my review of The Book Thief. Thank you for watching and see you soon.